Muny in Forest Park.
Whenever I would say your name, people would instantly be like, oh, I love him. No, seriously. I was like, you're like the most popular guy on the Broadway.
Well, I paid all of them a lot of money to say all of those amazing things.
Well, you've paid a lot of dues. I mean, you've had a pretty major career.
I've done my thing in starting in St. Louis, actually.
Right. So take us there. You went to Webster. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Orlando. I'm a Florida boy. I'm from Orlando, Florida, which is the Sunshine State. So I'm used to this humidity as we. I've gotten used to that. But yeah, and then my path brought me to St. Louis at the conservatory, at Webster Conservatory, which was just incredible. And I actually got to do the Muny while I was in college in like the ensemble with Ashley Brown and Brent O'Malley and Colin Donnell and Melissa Bohan. It's just awesome Broadway people who are now doing their thing. And all of us were in the Muny ensemble together, which was just incredible. And to be able to come back is just so cool. But that's sort of how my path has led me where I was starting in St. Louis and then left to go to New York.
So do you have any like really great like backstage calamity stories or something?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, lay it out. Everyone's got one. Everyone's got their Muny story.
Well, let's see. I think during Cinderella actually, where at one point I was a horse. I was a fantastic horse, I will say, and everyone was like, "Who is that horse?"
Yes. Does he have an agent?
He's a chocolate horse up there. It's great. So I started off. One of the scenes was I was the horse during the ball, and we had to do offstage singing in the back booth because there's live singing at the Muny.
Yeah.
It's all we
just do it.
Everyone's doing it. It's So we were in a booth, and Ashley Brown actually, who is become a very dear friend of mine, we began this thing at midnight when the clock struck 12 and Cinderella had to go because because of the slipper and everything. We had to do this big choral number. And I was changing. I had to come off to sing this, and I remember running off, and I tripped. I mean, it's huge. The Muny is
it's a big place.
Very big place, and I remember running off, and tripped down. But I was still singing so fiercely from on the ground that I kind of made everyone saw this. So we were like, oh my gosh, we don't know how that sounded out there because everyone was laughing at me because I was on the floor. So I sort of crawled over to finish the final thing. But I mean, it's just so much fun, It's just
you got to have one of those every season, every show.
Yes.